In early 2026, the U.S. Commerce Department reached a major decision. It officially approved the sale of advanced NVIDIA microchips to China. 1 week before that ruling was made public, Donald Trump purchased up to $1 million in NVIDIA stock. This level of precision is statistically rare, aligning a massive private stake with a major policy shift. In this narrow 7-day window, the private investment is finalized here, and federal policy shifts the market value days later. This trade occurred alongside a broader transformation of the rules that traditionally keep a president's private interests separate from their public duties. For decades, the blind trust served as the standard for the executive branch. By handing control of their assets to independent managers, presidents ensured their policy decisions weren't influenced by their personal portfolios. Upon returning to office in 2025, Trump broke with this tradition and retained control of his publicly traded companies. He then signed an executive order repealing ethics commitments that previously prohibited executive branch personnel from accepting lobbyist gifts or moving quickly into private industry. By removing these guardrails, the administration created a framework where personal business interests and federal policy decisions could occupy the same space. This data from the U.S. Office of Government Ethics quantifies the result. In the first 3 months of 2026, the president executed between $220 and $750 million in securities trades. These trades involved some of the largest companies in the world, including Microsoft, Apple, and Goldman Sachs. We can see how presidential power functions as a market lever. In April 2025, the president publicly encouraged investors to buy stocks, just hours before he paused a series of global tariffs. Markets surged immediately following the announcement, leading to formal accusations from members of Congress that the timing constituted market manipulation. Traditional market regulation is largely ineffective when the primary actor also holds the authority to set the very policies that move the ticker. This financial activity moved into the digital space with the launch of the Trump meme coin. While the coin reached a $5 billion market valuation, look at the distribution. A company owned by the president controlled 80% of the total token supply. Holding a large volume of these tokens granted buyers exclusive access to the president, including invitations to private dinners held here at the White House. This creates a high-yield loop. Digital assets are used to secure executive access, creating a financial channel that is difficult to monitor under existing bribery laws. The most direct link between foreign money and U.S. policy appeared through World Liberty Financial, a crypto venture that entered a deal with an Abu Dhabi royal family. A $500 million investment gave the royal family a $49. This includes the high-profile retail sale of $59 branded Bibles, $99 colognes, and $499 golden sneakers. These small-scale consumer products dominate the headlines, while the multi-hundred million dollar equity deals with foreign powers receive comparatively little attention. The strategy is effective because the sheer volume of these public distractions makes it difficult for watchdogs to focus on the massive systemic financial shifts happening underneath. The constitutional concept of the Emoluments Clause, intended to prevent the president from profiting from foreign powers, has been functionally dismantled. The ethical concerns of the first term have evolved into a system where foreign equity and private stock trades are now integrated with global policy decisions. This creates a long-term vulnerability, as foreign governments now hold direct financial leverage over the very technology and market regulations that govern the United States. The presidency has been transformed into a vehicle for private wealth. It leaves the public to question who the executive branch truly serves.